Hey, everybody, get on in here. Get on in here. Let's see if the chat's going to work today. Yesterday, it didn't work. So come on in. It's Tuesday, it's plan and play day. And I'm going to give you some tips on how to save some real money. Where is my. I need to clean my glasses. They got smudged because I just smudged them with my hand. So come on in. Come on in here. There we got some. Yeah, there's my sister. Uh, so for those of you, I'm running about 15 minutes late. No, well, 13 minutes late. And we had somebody come from Robert's healthcare system, even though he's been to all kinds of doctors and had physicals and all kinds of things, they still wanted to come. And we're going to get a $15 gift card from Walmart because of it. But the lady, she was in a sling, and I had to shake the opposite hand with her, which I've never done that before. And she had on a cologne that had me sneezing. So y'all, yeah, I need a favor from y'all, all of you in here, and those of you in the chat. I want you to keep repeating it. We need thumbs up. We need at least, we have just a few people in here right now. Before that's over with, we'll have a lot more. But we need 100% thumbs up. 100% thumbs up. Because then we might get 50%. So come on in here. The Roomba started while Robert was doing his little interview with her. She had to take his blood pressure and his heart rate and oxygen levels and all kinds of good stuff. So y'all, it's Tuesday and it's plan and play day. And what we usually talk about on plan and play day is mini planning. Yesterday, I cleaned out a drawer in my freezer to reorganize it to see what I needed. And I found out I had plenty of ground beef. I had some roast. So I put a roast on yesterday. I put 2 of them on because I wanted some leftovers that were very small roast. Put 2 of them on and cooked a roast beef with a can of French onion soup and a can of a golden mushroom soup. And y'all, that was the best gravy. I can't even make gravy that good. And I'm a good gravy maker. And we had mashed potatoes and corn on the cob and rolls for dinner. And I think we got enough stuff for leftovers, y'all. I think we can have encore presentations. So I like to plan for leftovers. And I want to make a big old pot of soup out of this. And it'll be wonderful. And I'll probably plan the soup for Thursday. But another good pot of soup that we can have to put in the freezer. I like having leftovers and stuff where you can make a meal and not have to do a whole lot. So, have you planned your meals for the rest of this week? Do you know what you're cooking? Do you know what you're cooking? I have some leftovers, so we'll be good. We could probably have the leftovers one night and then put a pot of soup on for another night. And Wednesday is clean out the refrigerator day, so I could chop all that meat and stuff up on Wednesday and get a big old pot of soup going. Just a nice pot of soup. Got some leftover corn. I could cut that off the cob and put it in there. I also got a bag of frozen corn in the freezer. That's where you should keep it. Duh. So y'all get in here and let's start planning. Now, a good way to plan your menus is with some little bitty post-it notes. Now, let me tell you, our calendar is big enough to hold. Let me get August up here. We also tell you how to use a calendar. Oh, I can't. There we go. August. So here's a post-it note. Look at that. It fits right there. We had this tip from a flybaby once upon a time. She took post-it notes and she cut off the paper part and left the sticky. So all she had was the sticky, and that's what she put on her calendar. I've known people that have used the whole thing. So, what are your favorite foods? Let's just start with that. You have pizza. Justin can teach you how to make pizza. He's got a video on our YouTube channel on how to make pizza. They make homemade pizza all the time. Because when you have to make homemade pizza for a bunch of kids, young adults, you run into a big issue. Money. Ordering a bunch of pizzas is expensive. But when you can make pizzas and you have a bowl of pepperonis, a bowl of peppers and onions, mozzarella cheese, you can get things, you can really get things done. So plan a pizza night. And we always have Friday night is our pizza night. This past Friday was quite funny. Robert placed the order for the pizza and he didn't give him a time. So it was when he got the notification, it would be ready in 15 minutes. We had to walk out the door. I tried to call Abby at the Pizza Hut. We know our Pizza Hut people by first name, Abby and Trevor. And Trevor called when they got the order. We'd already left. He doesn't have my cell phone number. And I called Abby and left a message. So they were looking for us, but they went ahead and cooked it and we picked it up and we ate 15 minutes early. Because we stuck it in the oven and let it stay warm. Because we have pizza stone in the oven. So it was just funny that we could we just handle things at our house. We don't get upset. We just handle things. We just handle it. And it's just plan B. Plan B. So we were good to go. But pick a pizza night. Pick a hamburger night. And write burgers. They can be smash burgers. They can be bacon cheeseburgers. They can be any kind of burger. And get it done. What's another thing y'all like to eat once a week? Some kind of pasta. Pick a pasta night. Yeah, a spaghetti night. Either spaghetti or some type of pasta. We try to have it one night a week, a pasta night. Let's see, what else that we like to have? Mexican. You want tacos? It's Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. Plan for Mexican. Plan for a Mexican meal. And maybe on Sunday, plan for a pot roast or a roast chicken. And then you have leftovers for that Mexican meal. People like breakfast for dinner. I watch this young man named Justin, and I can't remember his last name. He's a heavyset guy, but he's got 5 kids. And sometimes they just want breakfast for dinner. And he'll cook it for them. And sometimes he cooks it out on the Blackstone. Trisha's talking about rice bowls. And I saw a recipe this morning, just a little short. They put some chicken thighs and legs in the bottom of the crock pot, they put some sprinkled some barbecue dry rub seasoning over that, then sprinkled some barbecue sauce on it. I just squeezed it on there, put a layer of aluminum foil, and they put down baked potatoes, medium-sized potatoes to bake. And then they put another layer of aluminum foil, and with corn in season right now, they had cut the ends off the corn and left it in the shucks and put ears of corn in the top part. And you know what? After 6 hours, they had a meal. Barbecue chicken, baked loaded baked potatoes, and corn. So, what a great way to utilize your crock pot and not have to heat up the house. It's a wonderful way to cook. Is get that crock pot out of your cabinet and put it up on your countertop so that you can remember to use it. And you'll be happy. You'll be so happy. What's another thing we like to eat? S- Uh, soup and sandwiches. M- I watch this guy out of Reno, Nevada, who's a chef, and he works at a sorority house and he puts together meals. Well, he's cooking for himself this summer until school starts back, and school's starting a lot of places, y'all. Till school starts back, and he put some bacon and some onions in a skillet and cooked it together and had a bacon onion sandwich. That looks so good. Michelle is saying that pressure cookers are good too. I've given away so many Instant Pots, it's not even funny. I don't even own one anymore. I gave it to my neighbor the other day when I cleaned out a spot. I get rid of stuff if I don't use it. I've got a essay on on our website that's how many things you can cook with ground beef. It's like 25 things. That's a whole month worth of cooking with just ground beef. But you get tired of ground beef. So I like to I cook I cook a package of ground beef, and when I cook it, I get another one out and put it in the refrigerator to thaw. And that way it's easy to make a meatloaf, or it's easy to make a hamburger soup or something. So pick a day that's going to be soup and sandwiches. Pick a day that's going to be Mexican. Pick a day that's going to be Italian, because Italian could be anything from lasagna to carbonara. And I love Robert is not a big fan of red sauce, but he does like the Rayo, RAO. He does like their sauces, and they have all kinds. But just having a can of pasta sauce in your refrigerator, I mean, in your pantry, and then some meatballs, you can put together a meal right quick, especially if the meatballs are pre-cooked. All you gotta do is thaw them up. Hot dogs, Charlotte says hot dogs. We like to have hot dogs at least once a week. I think we had hot dogs last week, and we're gonna have hamburgers this week. Cheeseburgers, yep. Putting together a smash burger with a tortilla and folding it over and making it like one of those crunch wrap things where you flip it around and grill it. Yum. So plan some different ways once a week to cook a burger. Maybe it's a smash burger, maybe it's a bacon cheeseburger. So when you cook bacon, make a little extra for the cheeseburgers. And I know you're not to be trusted with bacon in the refrigerator. So, y'all, do you see how easy this can be to plan a basic weekly plan for your meals and then just fill in the blank? Somebody said rice bowls a while ago. I think it was Trisha. We like to do jambalaya that has rice in it. I have made stir fried chicken rice, And that's always fun to do something a little different that I don't cook very often, but I can make some stir-fried rice, and if you've ever seen it done, if you've ever been to a Japanese steakhouse, they do it in front of you, and there's people who do it on YouTube in little shorts. Somebody's making red beans and rice. There's nothing better than that. Quesadillas, any kind of meat, rice and beans. Yep. I made leftover steak. We had some steak a couple of weeks ago, and 2 weeks ago, I made some quesadillas with that left, sliced that steak really thin and put some uh, cheese in it, Mexican cheese, and some onions and peppers. And we had a wonderful steak quesadilla that we didn't have to go to the store and purchase. It was all leftovers. Free. It's a free meal. My granny always taught us that anything you throw in the trash or throw out to the chickens is stuff that you could have eaten. And she always kept a milk carton in the door of her freezer, milk carton. And she would put little bits of gravy, and she also had a bag, a bread bag in there where she would put little bits of cornbread, little bits of biscuits, just, one or two left over. And she would save the biscuits and the cornbread to make dressing, southern dressing, Thanksgiving dressing. But she would make it other times too. Deborah said she made tacos with leftover brisket. Oh my goodness, that sounds so good. So y'all, she had this milk carton, and she would put this little bits of butter beans and green beans and peas and carrots and little bits of things left over. Instead of putting in the refrigerator to spoil, she would freeze them automatically. And when this quart, half a gallon, it was a half a gallon cardboard container. And we've all got that. We buy milk in the half a gallon because I don't drink milk, and Robert does. And in his cereal. And when it gets full, that's 2 quarts of food to put in your crock pot and turn on. I mean, you can set it out and let it thaw and then put it in the crock pot, or you can put it in the crock pot frozen. I don't care. Did Granny ever make any money saving snacks? No, she didn't really make snacks. She made biscuits. She made stuff people ate, and she didn't make a lot of sweets. She had ice cream in the freezer. I remember having ice cream with chocolate syrup over it, and we'd make milkshakes out of it. We just stirred around until it melted. Deborah says they called that garbage soup. Well, I call it saving money. It's free. It's a free meal. And we had 5 packages of soup in our freezer, and over this summer, spring and summer, we have eaten all 5 of them. We have no more soup in the freezer. So folks, get a basic weekly plan for your meals, and then all you got to do is plug in what potato or what starch you're going to have with your meal, and what you're going to cook. But if you know it's burger night, what kind of burger? You just think about looking at a menu with all these burgers that are now they're $15. If you go to a nice restaurant, you can make a nice burger at home. You can. And we have found we like a little thin burger instead of a big thick burger. So you can make more, and you can do the patties up ahead of time and put them in the freezer. I made Robert a treat last night, though. I made him some lemon custard bars, and he had them for breakfast this morning. I'm trying to fatten him up. Anyway, folks, get your meals planned. It's going to change everything about the way you save money, because you can have a burger for probably $5. Not each burger, the whole meal. Well, you have like $1.98 for hamburger buns, and you're not going to use them all, so you put them in the freezer. With two people, we only use two, and then I can make 4 burgers out of a pound of ground beef, or I can make 3 fat ones. Yeah, I like those copycat recipes too. I made a few months ago. I made the PF Chang's Mongolian beef. Oh my goodness! So y'all get your meals planned. Don't forget about breakfast and different things, and maybe plan a dessert every once in a while, and make your family happy. It's always a treat. Y'all, we got 111 people in here. That's my number. And if y'all don't know why that's my number is, my birthday is January the 11th. Now there's 115. Okay, folks. Dear Father in heaven, be with all my fly babies all over the world. Help them if they are not a child of God and following Jesus Christ. Help them to look into that. Put a little tickle on them, because they have to make their own decisions. You're not going to make it for them. If you were, you would have already done it and saved us all. Thank you, Lord, for being there for us. Thank you for giving us peace in our homes, and thank you for protecting us from evil. All these things we ask in Jesus' holy name. Amen and amen. Y'all, I listened to a short this morning as we were waiting for this lady to come, and it was Isaiah Saldivar. And he has a book about deliverance. And Isaiah said, you gotta face the evil one. You have to face. They can't look you in the eye. But Tara was talking about the same thing, that she got a bad comment on a pretty little video, a cute video she did. She was dancing and calling angels. And if you don't know, she saw something a few weeks ago that has really touched her. And so she was calling the angels, and YouTube wouldn't upload it. And then finally, after a while, it got uploaded. And I'm telling you, somebody had a bad comment, and she said, do you know the King, Jesus? I don't know if that's all the words she said, but then they spouted back, and she knew it was evil. It was evil. I've got a friend who is having to deal with, evil is everywhere. Where I grew up, some man killed 4 people and kidnapped a baby and left it on somebody's doorstep. But kidnapped a baby, and this person is still at large, and it's made the national news. Another man in Montana. Evil is everywhere. You got to keep your head on a swivel and be ready. Be ready. A lot of times they don't do evil in the South, because most everybody in the South has something on their hip. So y'all, when you confront the evil, I've had evil many years ago. I was something happened, and I just rebuked the devil right then and there, and it went away. It went away. So y'all, be good, kind, and sweet. Be good to yourself by not having noise going all the time, so you can hear the word of the Lord. Be kind to others by being ready with a meal. Nothing says I love you like dinner on the table. And if you hadn't had dinner on the table with your family, make that a priority this week, at least once or twice. And let that joy and sweetness that is in your heart show the world who you are, a child of the Most High, the only living God in the cosmos. Y'all get ready and stay ready. Get your pantry stocked. Do what you can. Do what you can to get some extra food in the house. And we've had 5 inches of rain in 4 days. Last time we had a lot of rain like this, Hurricane Helene hit us. So y'all be good, kind, and sweet, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is anti-procrastination day. So start making your list of the things that you need to take care of. I'll see you later.